goals addition in performance module. In order to add goals, you need to navigate to operations, performance, and then goals. There are two different approaches when it comes to creating a goal. First option is to manually add goals. You can click on this option, tag goal, select a particular employee name to whom this goal is assigned to. Click on this drop down, select an employee. You can add a goal name here. Mention the start and end date within which the employee has to complete this goal or to achieve this target. You can also set a priority, so whether it is low, medium or high. Write a description if you want, but however, adding a description is not mandatory. You can add a weightage. So progress will be usually left empty whenever you're adding a goal, because progress will help you to measure how far the employee has come with respect to this goal. So once the goal is assigned to an employee, they can come and update the progress. So this can be left empty and you can click on submit. And you will be repeating this activity to add goals to other employees in your organization. So instead of using this approach, it's better to go with the option where you can bulk import goals into the system. You can click on these three dotted lines, click on import, download a sample template, and this is how your template will look like. So the first column that you see here is the goal name. So let's add a goal name here. So let's call it as goal 1. You can enter the start date. And then we have the due date. Set the priority. So basically you have the same list of fields that you had while adding a goal manually. Write a description if you want. Assign a weightage. Progress should be left empty. And then we have job. This job is linked to the time tracker module in the system. So this will help an employee to understand what are the list of jobs that they will have to do in order to achieve this goal. And then you can mention assign by. So this column assigned by should always have the employee ID. So assigned by is nothing but the person who is assigning the goal. So let's mention the employee ID. And then we have this option is archived. So archiving a goal is nothing but you are already assigning a goal to an employee. But employee will be working on this particular goal only next year. In that case, the employee can archive a goal. So whenever a goal is archived, it will not be available in the appraisal process. So if this goal is not archived, you can leave this option empty. And then you have assign to. So assign to is the employee ID to whom this goal is assigned. So let's make 101. So these two columns assigned by and assigned to should have only the employee ID. It's not like you can have name along with ID or only the name. It should be only employee ID. So what if this employee ID 101 has two goals? In that scenario, you will be adding the second goal in the next row. So once the goal is added for this ID 101, you will start with the next employee ID. So let's say 102. So this is how you can fill this template with the list of goals for your entire organization. So once this template is ready, you can go back to Zoho People, click on upload file, and then the goals will be uploaded. And one important note here is, whenever you're uploading goals using this option, you need to make sure all the information in the template is right, because if you're trying to re-upload the same sheet, it will not be duplicated. That is, system does not have an option to overwrite the entries available. So whenever you're trying to re-upload a goal sheet, it will create duplicate entries. So in that case, you will end up deleting all the goals and then you will have to do a re-import. So these are all the two different options on how you add a goal into the system. Now let's look into various settings and restrictions that you can have with respect to the goal module. In order to do that, we need to navigate to settings, performance, and under configuration, we have goals. So the first option is about access permissions. Who can add a goal in the system? So by default, admin will have an option to add a goal. Apart from admin, who are all the users who will have access to create a goal? So when it comes to adding a goal, it depends upon the form permission because goal is nothing but an open form in the system. So when you go to permissions, you do have record permissions. So based on record permissions assigned to a role, employees will have option to add goals. For example, we have a role called manager and the add permission is set to reportees plus my data, which means that everyone who are mapped to manager's role will have an option to create their own goals plus they can create goals for their subordinates. So goal addition permission depends upon the access given to their primary role. And then we have this option called employee form field. So let's take this example where every new joiner in your organization is assigned a mentor. So this mentor is responsible for training this particular employee and you want to give permission to this mentor to add goals to this particular user. However, the employee is not reporting to the mentor, which means that this mentor does not fall in the organization's hierarchy. In this case, how to assign permissions? So this is when you can make use of this option called employee form fields. If you click on this drop down, you get to see all the user lookup fields that you have created in the employee form. So let's use this user lookup and then we have view, add, edit or delete access. So I am adding view access and then add, edit. Delete permission is not given, which means that the person who is assigned as a mentor to employees will have option to view the goals, create a new goal and as well as to edit a goal. So once this is done, you can click on save. So this is about access permissions. And then we have weightage. So whenever you're adding a goal, there was an option for you to mention the weightage. If you don't want weightage to be added to a goal, you can disable this option. In case if weightage is enabled, you can have two different restrictions. The first one is overall weight limit for goal is 100. That is, the sum of weightages of all the goal should not exceed 100%. The next option is weight limit for each goal mapped to a KRA is 100. If you are going with the option KRA versus goals, you can use this condition. That is, goals that are mapped with a particular KRA should not exceed 100%. So once the changes are done, you can hit on save. And then we have settings related to archiving a goal. Who can archive a goal? So employees can do it or the admin can do it. So if employees can archive a goal, what are all the list of goals that they can archive? First option is employees can archive only the goals they added, which means that if I'm creating a goal, I'll have an option to archive it. But if my manager is assigning a goal, I will not be able to archive it. The other option is all employees. That is, I will be able to archive all the goals assigned to me plus the goals that I am creating. And then we have goal setting. This goal setting will override the access permissions that you're defining. Access permission helps you to define what are the list of rules that can create goals in the system. However, by having goal setting, what you can define is employees can create goal only for a specific duration. That is, I want my employees to finish adding goals at the start of every year. So after the start of every year, they should not have an option to create goals even though they have permission to create a goal based on their generic role. If that is the case, you can make use of this option called goal setting. So you have a period, let's say a monthly, quarterly, half-yearly or yearly. So if it is set to half-yearly and let's say that is Jan to June and July to December. So the option for an employee to add goal will only be available for the first 20 days. That is from 1st Jan till 20th of Jan and from 1st July till 20th of July. So when this timeline is missed, the option to add a goal will not be available to employees. So you can mention the frequency and you can also enable this option where employees can make a request for extension. So the employee did not add goals for the first 20 days in the month of June. they can raise an extension request, provided this option is enabled. And then you set applicability condition. So who are all the set of employees who will come under this option called goal setting? And then we have few exemptions, that is, allow editing the progress field after goal setting period, because employee will be setting the goal from 1st July till 20th of July, but the progress will be updated only after 20th of July. So you can enable this option where employees can go and edit the progress even after the completion of goal setting period. And then we have allow the reporting manager to set goal anytime. That is, reporting manager will have option to add goals to their subordinates at any point in time, overriding the goal setting period. And the next one is about notification. So all of the employees can be notified whenever the goal setting period starts. And the last option is dates to be considered for goal selection. You are adding 10 goals to a particular employee. So during the appraisal process, all these 10 goals will be available to an employee to do the self-appraisal and for the manager's review. And this goals visibility inside your appraisal cycle is based on the dates that you select here. For example, I am adding start date, and all the date fields available in the goal form are being listed here, and I am selecting start date. It means that all the goals that have a start date that comes in between the appraisal period. This appraisal period is nothing but whenever you are creating appraisal cycle for your organization, you will be adding a timeline called appraisal period. So appraisal period is a timeline for which you are evaluating your employees. So if this start date falls between the appraisal cycle period, then the goal will be available to an employee to do the self-appraisal. You can even use a combination of different date fields. So these are all the different settings and restrictions that you can have with respect to the goals module and performance.